Today, I'm pleased to share some information with you about Medfield, Massachusetts. I'm Jane. Welcome to my channel, Living in the Boston Suburbs. Each week, I release a video sharing information about a different suburb in Greater Boston. I'm here to provide you with information to help you make informed decisions about moving to our beautiful part of Massachusetts. Last week, I actually had the opportunity to help two buyers that found me here on YouTube. So please don't be shy about reaching out to ask a question or look for my assistance in finding the perfect house for you. But back to business, we're going to talk about Medfield. Medfield is a pretty little town with a very nice town center, a little on the sleepy side, about 23 miles from Boston. It has gotten increasingly popular as neighboring Dover and Sherborne have gotten more expensive. It has much more highly rated schools than neighboring Walpole on the other side. So where is Medfield? Medfield has a population of about 13,000 and has a lot of surrounding towns that are abutters. They include Dover, Norfolk, actually that's spelled Norfolk, but here in Boston we put ours where they don't belong, so we call them, and we take them away where they do belong, so we call it Norfolk. And Walpole, Millis, and Sherborne. Technically not Needham, but Needham is really close. If you're traveling to Boston for work and are planning on taking public transportation, you're going to actually have to go to a neighboring town. There's a great commuter rail station in Needham that you could go to, or also Walpole. And there's a major commuter station in Westwood on 95, which would be another easy place to connect. Medfield does not have great proximity to major routes, so it is a definite more rural vibe to this suburb. Driving could easily take an hour during rush hour to get to Boston. I mentioned the pretty little town center. It isn't huge, but it has all of the essentials. It has a couple great restaurants and it has a Starbucks. There's a wonderful restaurant in the town center called Avenue. And one of the foodies in my offices says that's her favorite restaurant, even though she could go anywhere around our area. There's lots of open green space, so it's a wonderful place to live for hiking, walking your dog, lots of really nice bedroom communities, lots of kids, lots of bike riders. The public schools in Medfield are very highly ranked. They have a lot of small schools, which is nice for the kids. For example, there is one elementary school that's pre-K through first, that is Memorial. Wheelock is grades 2 and 3. Dale Street is 4 and 5. There's Thomas Blake Middle School and there's one high school. They have an excellent sports program, highly rated in lacrosse, and they had a tough year in football, finishing the 2022 season with a record of 3 and 8. Back to the more important things, schools. Niche.com gives Medfield schools an A+ rating. Boston Magazine has it rated at number 15. Personally, I feel like the top 15 schools are pretty similar in quality. Everything from Lexington to Wayland, Weston, Lincoln, Sudbury to Medfield they all jockey for position in the top 15. But that's my personal opinion. If you want more information about specific schools, just shoot me a note or give me a call. Now we're going to move on to real estate. It is, as I mentioned earlier, it is not as pricey as some of the surrounding towns. And that is indicative of the fact that it's a little bit of a further commute to downtown Boston. The median price so far in 2022 is actually $920,000. That is up 11% from last year. Now, we all know we've been in this weird time in 2022 where the spring market was super hot with very little inventory, low interest rates, and crazy competition, and it has definitely quieted this fall. However, homes that are well priced in a good location, in great condition, are still selling at asking or above. The least expensive home to sell thus far in 2022 was $475,000. It was at 91 Spring Street. It was a cute little ranch, 2 beds, 1 bath, and the most expensive home to sell thus far in 2022 was 30 Eastmount Road, which was listed for $1,749 and sold for $2 million even. It's a gorgeous house built in 2001 in a very desirable area near the middle and high schools on a cul-de-sac. It had 5 bedrooms, it had 3 full baths, and a really nice lot. Not huge, but a nice lot. An example of a mid-priced home was listed by a friend of mine, and it was a pretty colonial with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and over a ½ acre of land. An example of a mid-priced home that is sold in 2022 was on Rocky Lane, a nice colonial, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It had almost 3/4 of an acre, and that was listed for $799 and sold for $800,000. So for $800,000, that was a very nice move-in ready home in a nice area with a nice sized yard. One thing to note about Medfield is half the town is on public sewer and half the town is on private septic. If you need more information about that, check out my videos on Weston and Dover, where I give an overview of what you need to know about septic systems, or private sewer, they call it. So if you are thinking about moving to Medfield or any of the towns surrounding Boston, reach out and give me a call. I'd love to help you with your home search, and I'm always happy to provide more information about what suburb might be right for you and your family. Thanks for watching.